I'm proud to be part of one of those voices, if I can be, and do my own little bit where possible. So yeah, I'm glad to be home. Wouldn't change it. I returned from the UK, having done my undergraduate training in Ireland and my postgraduate training in the UK. So I currently practice in KL. The one great thing about the experience overseas is the breadth of experience and the exposure you get. I had the opportunity, particularly in my field, to work in many hospitals where there was a lot of subspecialty work in respiratory medicine. So I did a lot of subspecialty things that I was interested in. We don't have the higher end tertiary care that you get in Europe or the US. It's not because we can't do it, it's because we just don't have enough skill set to do it. And I think by coming back with exposure to these different subspecialty areas, you really bring something to your patients, which I think is really valued.
So I think I've benefited the most working abroad from the experiences that I've managed to have throughout all my different countries that I've worked in with different cultures, different societies. That learning experience you cannot learn in a single country at a single point in time. So it's been like a fast-track development for me, and I think all these experiences I've been able to use in different situations, and it's allowed me also to develop new skills, broadens my sense of how the world is coming together.
Working overseas, I think, is a lot of fun because you get exposed to different ways of working, different cultures. You get to travel, you get to see different countries, you get different experiences. And for me, I think it enriches one's lives, one's perspective, and help you make more balanced decisions in your life and in your work.
I think the reason it's so momentous for me is because I was in the UK for 20 years. Returning home was a big decision. I felt that my skills were more needed back home in Malaysia than they were in the UK and in the job that I was doing there. So that was one of my big reasons for coming back. And I think, like all Malaysians, families are a very big pull. I was away for 20 years, left home as a teenager, and I thought it was time to come home.
The motivation to come back home for me was both personal and professional. So on a personal level, obviously lots of friends and family. It's wonderful to come back home. At a professional level, I'm excited because I'm able to bring back what I've learned overseas and apply it to the Malaysian market. And so I think that's an enrichment exercise, and giving back is something that's always good.
The reason I came back to Malaysia was also to come back and serve the country because Shell Malaysia has been extremely good to me, and I wanted to give back. When I was growing up in the company, dreamt about leading the company one day, and when the opportunity came up, I just grabbed it with both hands, and here I am, and no regrets at all.
But I think people need to look to see where their skills are needed. They'd be surprised at how much, especially in the healthcare sector, how much we need specialists in any number of medical fields that we have at the moment.
The challenges of people thinking of coming home are usually about leaving something that they're comfortable with to something else. The important thing is to make the opportunities for yourself so that you can develop out of it.
Malaysia.
Your talent matters.
Your talent matters.